Hello everybody, you might have missed just a couple minutes of gameplay there, but all you really missed was a guy saying we need to go out into the ocean floor, then us going out in the ocean floor and watching some other guy get eaten by a shark. That, I mean, if you missed anything, that would have been all that you would have missed. So we're on the surface now. We're on the surface of the ocean. And we have a sonic emitter that we're going to fight off these sharks with as we fight our way towards as we move our way slowly towards the other building over here. And I do mean slowly, because you move slow on the ocean surface, although I do think the walk on the ocean surface is actually one of the cooler moments of this game. I think it's pretty awesome that you actually get to do that. Like, you don't get to do that in very many games. You get this big environmental suit, you go out on the ocean surface and just take a leisurely stroll while you fend off these things. Bring it, bitch. Oh, thank God. It's a little too close for comfort. Okay, now, either one of these will lead into the facility. It doesn't really matter which one you take. I'm going to take this one, but like I said, doesn't matter. Both lead to the exact same place. With both of them, you will wind up in here. Pressure door. Let's enter the pressure door. And the game freezes here for a second, and then it starts loading. It scared the crap out of me the first time it did that. I was like, don't you dare lock up on me, game. And now you gotta fight Insane Cell Cath by yourself, without anybody else's help. So that's fun. And by fun, I mean not. Die. And I would have beaten these Cell Cath last time, but they incapacitated. They did that to me, where I couldn't move. And because I couldn't move, I couldn't fight. And then they just did a shit ton of damage to me while I couldn't fight. So you want to take your time with this, because you'll have enemies to fight, and you don't have anybody to help you fight them. You have to take them down all by yourself, which means you are the one healing yourself. And you can't get any help from anybody else, so be extra careful. I mean, that should go without saying, but yeah, be very careful. Because if you die here, you have to go back to wherever the fuck you last saved and continue. So save often. And stand around, wait for your force powers to come back so you can heal yourself.
No, you can't come in here. You'll let the Firaxa and the Cell Cath in. No, stay out! Stay out! I won't let you open the door for those monsters to get in. I'll stop you. I'll suck all the pressure out of the chamber. That'll stop you.
Kill them! Kill them now!
60 seconds to complete depressurization. 54 seconds to complete.
Orange pressurization active. Oh, shit. I need more computer spikes.
No. The Firaxa will get us. No, the Cell Cath are coming. No!
No! No! Ah!
Calm down. Everything will be okay.
I'm sorry for what I did. I don't know what came over me. I just panicked when I heard someone outside the door. Please forgive me. I'm just so scared.
We're both just scared.
When the Cellcath went crazy, I thought everyone else except me and Sammy went mad. We had a few people outside the station when it happened.
The Faraxan sharks just tore them apart. It was like they were frenzied.
The next thing we knew, our Cellcath researchers started screaming and clawing at everything around them. My team was torn apart and eaten before my eyes. Sammy and me, I thought we were the only ones left. We heard the Cellcath outside the doors every once in a while, and strange noises echoing through the base.
We thought everyone was dead or insane. I must have been hysterical. I don't know what I can say. I truly apologize for the horrible mistake I was making.
I'm Kono Nolan, and this is Sammy. We were scientists working here on the Harakard Rift project.
You have a lot to answer for. What is the Republic doing here?
We had a secret agreement with the moderates in the Cellcath government. They knew that Manaan could not survive independently if the Sith were victorious.
Those thugs would wipe out the whole damn planet just to get at the Kolto.
So the Republic approached them about making this secret installation to harvest more Kolto, where the Sith couldn't see us. But all that went horribly, horribly wrong.
What happened?
We don't know. Not for sure.
The work teams were outside in the rift, near the vent. Then there was this rumbling, and my head felt like it was splitting open.
This monster rose up from the rift.
It was a Faraxa shark, I think. Bigger than anything I'd ever seen before. Bigger than our submersibles.
It was like it was screaming inside my head.
Then all the Cellcaths started screaming too. And they turned on us.
Turned on you?
It was like they couldn't control themselves. Like the sound that the monster was making in our heads drove them insane.
Well, maybe it was protecting the ruins by the rift.
It could have been. It might have a lair in the Harakard Rift near the Kolto vent. That might explain a few things too.
Like what?
Like why it reacted so violently when our construction efforts got closer to the vent. And also, why it's so large. It must be feeding off the Kolto. It would have to be ancient indeed for it to reach that size. With Kolto as a food source.
And all those other Faraxan sharks? Those might be its offspring.
Which would be why they all swarmed when it called out to them. Children coming to protect their mother.
So what can I do about it?
The Faraxan sharks have always been a serious problem. We had some blasters and projectile cannons to defend against them, but they still got some of our workers from time to time.
We were working on a soluble chemical compound that would drive them away. Something that smelled or tasted repulsive to them, but we never got it working right.
Oh, I think not. Even flawed like it is, it should be ideal for this situation.
No, it's not working right. You don't know what it'll do.
What are you talking about?
The repellent we made was supposed to drive Faraxan sharks away, but we never got very far in its development. The one we tested instead was violently toxic to them, rupturing their outer skin in seconds and preventing them from drawing oxygen from the water by clogging their intakes.
Which is exactly what we need in this situation. Something to kill that monster shark that destroyed our station.
But we don't know how else the chemical reacts. We only tried it in a controlled environment. In the open ocean, who knows what it could do? It could even affect the Kolto.
We know exactly what it'll do. It'll kill the shark. That's what we designed it to do.
What else could I do?
You don't need to do anything else. We have a canister of the toxin here right now. We were working on it before the giant Faraxan drove all the Cellcath insane. All you need to do is insert it into the main Kolto harvester and have it vented. Get away as soon as you can. We don't know how much worse it'll affect the giant Faraxan shark.
What other choice do I have, though?
Well, the monster seems to have been driven out by the machinery we installed at the edge of the rift. We've seen it out there on the cameras, bashing itself against the machines. I think if you could destroy the machinery we installed, the shark would calm down and retreat back into its lair inside the rift.
How would I do that?
You can reprogram the harvesting machines to overpressure their self-oxidizing fuel, so that the fuel tank canisters will rupture and the entire machine will destroy itself. The hydrolium gas we use is a gas at 1 to 3 million Sangin, a liquid at about 4 million Sangin, and a solid above that. When it's a liquid, it's very explosive. If you inject enough of the hydrolium gas into the tank, the pressure will be so great that it'll turn to liquid form and start a chain reaction inside the machine.
But we'll lose everything we've built here. All those years of work.
It's better than whatever your chemical will do to the water.
I'll destroy the harvester machine.
Good. Destroying the machinery will be better in the long run. We can't risk damaging the environment or the Kolto. You'll have to break into the computer on the harvesting machine and fiddle with the fuel injectors to get the tank pressure up to the point where the hydrolium will liquidize. Once the machinery is gone, the shark should leave.
That won't work and you know it. We have to vent the toxin from the harvesting machine. Once the shark is dead, we can get back to mining the Kolto. You know what you have to do.
I just hope you make the right choice.
Okay, so we have been given a choice as to what to do. Let's see. Save. We can blow the shark. We can kill the sharks, which is the easy route. Or we can destroy the harvester. I'm going to choose to destroy the harvester, and it'll help me in the long run, I believe. If I remember how this plays out, then it's much more beneficial to destroy the harvester than it is to kill the Firaxan sharks. Okay, I'm going to explore all over this damn base. I believe this is where we came from, is it not? Ah, okay. I think this is where we came from. Ah, what the fuck was that? I don't know, but let's heal it. And that's actually a puzzle that you have to solve in order to destroy the harvester, so be prepared for that if that's what you choose to do. And I would imagine the Selkath probably aren't going to be happy with us and will more than likely put us in a world of trouble, or back in court rather, after we go back to the surface. I imagine that's what's going to happen. Okay. Well, shit. Begin airlock sequence. Pressurizing. Just go back out to the ocean floor? I'm not entirely sure. See, what does it do when it says it's saving? It didn't auto-save the last few times it says it's saving, since it took me further back in the game than that, so I don't know what it's doing. Confuses the crap out of me, but we're almost done with this planet. We're very, very close. Okay, level up. Skills. Let's put another feat. Let's put another thing in persuade. Let's get that. Powers. Okay. Let's see what's over this way. Is that where the giant thing is? Just where we do it. Access fuel tank pressure control. That's what we're wanting to do. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Fill container pod. Transfer container pod to injector pod. Transfer container to injector. Dump injector pod. Transfer from container to injector. Fill container pod. Transfer from container to injector. There we go. Warning, warning, container pod unstable. Evacuate immediately. Let's see what's out this way. Because that should have done it. Now that the Colto harvesting machine has been destroyed, the grate for action shows no signs of hostility. It allows you to pass. We did it without killing the sharks. That is important. That, as I recall, should help us out in the long run. Also, the eagles out in the long run. Or not. I'll go over this way, and that looks like exactly what we're looking for, doesn't it? I do believe that is a star map. Items received, journal entry added. Alright. We have one more to go, ladies and gentlemen. One more final star map to get in this game, and that is on Korriban. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. Let's head back. God, that is a big ass shark. Look at that thing. Fucking huge. And it's perfectly content to completely ignore us now that we have gotten rid of the harvester. It wasn't very fond of the Colto harvester, we'll say. I think they said the Colto is its food source. Want to bet the Selkath already know about this thing? I'd be willing to bet that they already do. We'll find out in just a little bit, won't we, when we go back up to the surface. I'm not even sure which one I'm supposed to go in. Let's go in this one. It's got to be hard to, I mean, when you're underwater and in this suit and you're trying to grab things and manipulate things and stuff like that, and computer screens and whatnot, that's got to be difficult to do with those giant ass gloves on and everything. I can't imagine that that's very easy. Okay, I went. Let us find the submersible and go back to the surface, because we're done here. I don't think it's that way. Found the way that I needed to go. I guess I could have gone the other way and talked to those people, talked to those scientists. I'm going the wrong way. Alright, check that. Back to the submersible, back to the surface. Let's go! We're about done with this planet, ladies and gentlemen. It'll take us to episode 60, I think. This is probably going to wind up... This might wind up being my longest Let's Play. Although I think this one's better paced than my... I mean, it's a longer game than Diablo 2. I think this one's better paced. This Let's Play's better paced now, because I did a lot of short episodes in that one.
You've returned. I was beginning to fear that you too might have been lost. Did you find out what had happened down there at the facility?
Your construction woke something up.
Something was down there? Living in the rift by the Kolto?
A giant Phyrexian shark drove that Cellcath, that drove all the Cellcath insane.
It's horrible. The entire operation wasted by a disaster we could never in 1,000 years have foreseen. What has happened to the facility itself? Were there any survivors?
A few scientists have survived.
Well, that's good to know. Good to know indeed. But what has happened to the facility? Was it
The
damaged?
harvesting machine was destroyed.
No, that is terrible. That will set our work back years. It may even cost us the war. While I am glad that you were able to solve our problems, the cost may have ended up being much too high. But you have done your job and helped us in our time of need. And for that I thank you. Oh, and did you end up finding
Yes,
a
I
star
did.
map? As you can see, by helping us, you helped yourself. Perhaps we can work together again in the future.
Awesome. Let's go. How much you want to bet the Cellcath are waiting for us on the exit to this, the Republican Embassy? We will find out. Cutscene. There they are. Very well, I'll come peacefully. Who called it? Who called us getting arrested? Huh? 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 The explosions were at the research station both of our governments set up there. The machinery woke up a giant fraction shark. The entire station was driven mad. The harvesting machine malfunctioned, exploded. The machinery woke up a giant fraction shark. I didn't kill the shark. I destroyed the machinery to save it. The machinery was making it... The machine was making it drive everyone mad.
Yes,
Okay, so we are done here now. Let's return to the ship and be done. Yep, let's return to the ship. One more planet done, ladies and gentlemen. We got arrested. I knew we would, but we managed to escape said arrest. Let's re-enter our ship. I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Thank you everybody for watching this episode of Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. In the next episode, we will go to Korriban. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would be greatly appreciated. We'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks everybody, and goodbye.